and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Sammy of Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D, and we talk about music, movies, and so much more.
All right, we're back. Another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode, I think, 118.
119.
Like
119.
119.
It's really getting away from you.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't even matter. I try to remember. And, yeah.
Daylight savings time. Blame it on that.
Yeah, right. Daylight savings time. Yeah, this one we're going to be talking about TV shows that could be movies, or maybe, would be cool movies.
Oh, I thought it was both we were doing. No?
Yeah, you can talk a little bit about it if you want. That's fine. You can do whatever. You can flip the script.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, yeah, with that being said, yeah, let's get it started. Dave, let's go with you first. What is one of your things?
This one, they actually, once the series ended, they made two made for TV movies, but I thought, so my pick was Gilligan's Island, and I thought that could actually be like a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Maybe like some tongue-in-cheek comedy, but it could actually be like
a serious movie,
a drama. Yeah, a serious movie.
How about that? That would be interesting, Dame. Like fucking, it's like you said, like they get stranded on the island, and still those characters, but they're not silly. It's like
yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm surprised they never tried to do that. But
why keep it comedy all the time when you don't have to, right?
Right.
Oh, you mean like darken it up, like they did with Winnie the Pooh?
No, not that dark. But,
yeah, like
we're not gonna have Gilligan fucking doing whatever, but
sort of like a little bit lighthearted than Castaway.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like the idea. I always thought Gilligan's Island was a pretty good.
I mean, I could write the script right now. I'll give you the ending.
Go ahead.
It was all in Gilligan's head.
He's the only one on the island. Everybody's theory now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all in the head. Yeah. So with the music, we go from
actually, your theme song is wrong. I think you're doing the Odd Couple.
Oh, maybe
that was definitely
hell yeah.
How do you even sing that song to that, man?
Just sit right back in your hair right there.
I'm trying to put that song to the Odd Couple now, and it's just not working.
Yeah,
they would have to get somebody like that band at Ailstorm. Sit right back in here.
Like
a pirate kind of band.
Right. Yeah. What? I was thinking about this morning. That theme song actually does kind of have like a pirate kind of jingle to it.
What do they call those things? Sea shanties? Is that what it is? Something like that?
I don't know.
A sea shanty. I might be fucking calling it something totally wrong, but
sea shanty.
Yeah.
The type of music. Yeah. What the hell are they called? Because it actually became. There was one song that was actually like really huge, like on YouTube.
Yeah.
What the fuck was it called? Something like that, but it's like a genre now or something.
Yeah.
Like
that.
But so I thought Gilligan's Island, man, that could actually be a pretty cool movie.
I like that idea.
But I think they definitely did make one made for TV movie. I think it came out in maybe like the 70s or early 80s where they actually escaped. They made a raft or something, and they were able to get off the island, and they ended up back in Hawaii, and they're kind of like culture shocked because so many things have changed over the years.
I think I remember that.
Right? And it was the different ginger though.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different ginger.
I remember that idea. I don't know if I remember much about it, but I remember it was like you said, the whole culture shock of everything.
Right. Yeah.
I think that would be an awesome movie, actually, if they made it a little, like you said, a little darker and made it more like a drama. Yeah, that
with still some comedy. Cool. I mean, Gilligan could still be
a goof. Could wear the hat. Still could wear the hat. I like that. Dame, that was a good one. That was nowhere near my list. That's really a good one, Dame. I didn't expect that one.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mike, what do you got?
This is really a tough subject because, and I'm going to give you my synopsis right now.
Here goes the fucking fun.
This is look. everything they make into a movie from a TV series usually sucks. Everything from a movie they turn into a TV series really kind of sucks. So it's like you sit there and it's like, when I was a kid and I'm like, man, Star Wars, there's so much you could do with Star Wars universe. They have of course they already had the prequels kind of lined up that they were going to do, and they had the ones after they were going to do. But how about a TV series? I mean, Disney just fuckered up everything. And I can't even watch The Mandalorian now. I thought it was cool for a second. They got rid of Gina Carano off of that, and you know what? You lost me on it, and I'm done with it. But there's so much you could do with the Star Wars universe, and Disney just ruined it. They did. They killed it. They killed the franchise even more than I didn't think it could be killed more than Lucas killed it with the three after. What was it? 7, 8, and 9. Oh
yeah. No, I got to disagree with you. I thought they've been doing a really good job filling in the blanks. I mean, Rogue One. I mean, that was a movie, but I thought they did a great job with that. I thought Mandalorian still is great. Not the only thing Boba Fett. I kind of like the book of Boba Fett. The Obi-Wan, it's okay.
Did you read any of the old novels? I read a good bit of them back in the day.
Yeah, there was there was a shitload of them, but Shadows of the Empire, I remember
they had
that came out. That was just take place between Empire and Return of the Jedi, but they denounced all that stuff. It's not even part of canon anymore.
I know. But they had some really good stuff in there.
Yeah, they did.
And the Maz Eisley Cantina, they had a whole book of short stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, Jon Favreau, he's pretty good at what he does. So that's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just totally lost interest in Star Wars right now.
Yeah, so what's your pick for something you would like to see?
Something I would like to see? I think you could do something with Gremlins, maybe.
Go from make a TV series out of Gremlins?
Make a TV series out of Gremlins. I mean, they made 2 movies. The second one, a lot of people didn't give the second one a good chance. The second one was actually pretty good. I
like this. I like the second one.
If you watch it again, I think you'll find some charm in it. But
I like it.
Let's get into their origin a little bit. Let's even hell, man, let's have an all-out war between the Gremlins and the Mogwai. Let's turn that into something.
They could sell a lot of toys that way.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. It would be cool to get some origin story with them.
Because we only know about when he goes into the Asian place and he gets it, and that's what we don't know too much about it. All right, I'm going to go with, even though they did make a movie that was kind of I guess a prequel to it, I wish they would come out with a Sopranos. It's too late to do it now, of course, but a Sopranos movie to maybe what happened after the final of the Sopranos series. What happened after, go into who took over and all that stuff. The next generation of guys that are coming.
Took my next pick.
There's so many what ifs. How that ended.
I mean,
it'd be cool. I mean, just what the fuck really happened?
Well, the writer kind of came out.
Didn't Silvio take over though?
Sort of, but Silvio got shot too. But he kind of was in line. But he's still alive. Silvio's still alive. I mean, Tony's gone. So at least that's from what David Chase seems like he said is that and it makes total sense. If you watch a couple episodes before that, they talk about of course I watched a ton of different people's theories on it also, so I'm not coming up with this myself, but they said that the guy in the members only jacket, which plays into a bunch of the episodes, the members only thing, if you look at it, we don't know who did it or who sent him, but he goes in the little ode to the Godfather, he goes into the bathroom, probably gets the gun or whatever, and then he comes out, and there's an episode, there's 1 or 2 episodes I think before the final, and him and Gandolfini and Tony and Bacala are on a boat, and he asks Bacala, what do you think happens? And he's like, nothing, I think it just goes black, or you don't hear nothing, you don't see nothing no more. So that kind of ties it in for me. So I think he don't last, and I think it's just, I would like to see the next generation. And listen, them movies, you can make 1,000 of those movies. Them movies, they're still good usually, So I would definitely like to see a Sopranos what do they call? I guess you want to call it a sequel. They did the prequel, and I thought that the first time I watched it was all right. The second time was better. I watched it twice. The second time
I gotta
thought
watch
it was
it
way
again.
better. It was pretty good. But as far as the series go, that's probably one of the greatest series ever. And I would love to see
and watch that again. I've been trying. I've been wanting to do that again.
It's possible to make now because you're talking about going forward. So yeah, you could probably do. You just have to introduce some of the characters that lingered over and to the new guys. But what do you got, Damo?
This one was a cartoon, but I think they should do a Jetsons movie. That would be.
Damn it!
Well, you had that too.
I have a very, very slim list here.
I hope I take the next
one. Well, yeah, dude, I used to love that cartoon. I love the whole idea of it. It would be cool if they told the story of why the buildings are like up in the air and everybody flies around.
Yeah,
they could really get into depth with all that.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
How about you, Mike? What's your opinion on that? Since that was one of your picks.
Oh, dude, it was always to me like growing up. It was like the Jetsons and the Flintstones, and I used to watch them. They used to come on back to back before I went to school.
Right,
my two favorites.
So I'd wake up in the morning and I drink my coffee, watch the Jetsons, Flintstones, boom, shower, school.
Yeah,
that was my routine basically every morning for my high school years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Jetsons would be fun. Now, would you do it? Would you do an animated movie of it, or would you do like one of those?
I would do a live action
AI ones where they look real but not real.
I think it's got to be live action.
Wow.
That would be so fucking cool with this.
I could think of
spaceships.
See, I already had Spacely picked out, man. You got Danny DeVito. How do you not go Danny DeVito?
Perfect Space.
Perfect. Yeah.
I like that. I think we should introduce some of the guys who would play the main characters. I like that.
George Jetson, I would say maybe like a Tom Hanks. I could see.
Yeah, I can kind of see.
He might be a little too old for it now, but
yeah.
Maybe in his heyday, a Tom Hanks probably would have fit that.
With that show, I always used to like when he fired George Jetson like every episode.
Yeah.
But when he would hire him back, George Jetson would do something, get on his good side, and then he would always butter him up. He would say, "What do you think, Vice President Jetson?" I don't know why. It used to crack me up all the time.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Mike, you want to throw some at the board here?
Oh man, how about Small Wonder? I don't know.
I used to love Small Wonder.
Wow,
and let's just she goes haywire and destroys a city, and they have to bring in the guard to take her down. And
well, wait a minute, they did put Megan out.
Right. What's that? I don't know.
It was pretty good. I thought it was. What you think, Dame? Oh, Megan, I liked it.
I haven't finished it yet. I fell asleep halfway through, but I so far I liked it. It's basically your idea, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somewhat. Yeah, somewhat. So Small Wonder, huh? Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah,
I remember that show.
I had a big crush on her when I was a little kid. Vicky, I think was her name.
I think so.
I think it was Vicky. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
But I don't know, man. You look back; it was a little weird looking back at it now, though.
Yeah.
It's because she talked with the voice.
Yeah, like monotone.
Yeah.
Not all the time, because sometimes she would imitate people and like
she was like
their voice.
She's like, what's that girl's name, man? The weather girl. What the frig is her name? The kid.
I have no clue.
The one that's always saying about you gotta, the gasoline and the burning of the gasoline, and she's got the pigtails. What's her name? I can't even think of it.
What in real life?
Real life, yeah. Greta Thunberg.
That
She's
girl.
like, yeah, she'd be the perfect job for that one. That's about her personality.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go with Dexter. I think Dexter would make a great movie. Of course, I wouldn't, because I guess the series ended, but that was when that gimmick came out, like for that the storyline would have had a twist where you feel sympathetic for the dark character, and he's only doing, he's got this thing, but he's only doing it against bad people. They could definitely run with that. I mean, that could be a good 2-hour movie or something like that. Like one of those, a little thrown in dark kind of mysterious sort of thing, and that guy's a great actor too. So I'd be for Dexter. Damo.
I have Knightrider.
Oh, there's another one. Yeah.
So a few months ago, I never saw like the pilot episode. I always wanted to know, said let me start from the beginning.
I remember that.
What it's all about. So I totally didn't even know this. The original story was Michael Knight was, I don't know, he was what he was, but,
I think he was a criminal, if I remember right.
Was it? I know somebody tried to kill him, and they did like a face transplant.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back, he's got a different face, David Hasselhoff now, and that's basically the whole story. But if they did like a movie where it kind of shows all that and
so
that would be pretty cool.
Let me ask you a question, because I used to watch it, but I don't remember. What was the gist of the whole show itself? Like, what was he?
He worked for he
was almost like a secret agent, like kind of thing.
Sort of, yeah. He kind of worked for this like billionaire guy, Devin, and it would just kind of like not like arrest criminals. He didn't arrest anybody, but sort of like protected them and everything. And yeah, I don't know. He was sort of like a mercenary, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
a bodyguard type thing. I don't know.
He took care of his business pretty much.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Mike D.
My series, it's going to be Groundhog Day, and you're going to get the same thing every half hour episodes, and it's going to be the same. You're going to have like one minor change at the end, and the viewer's going to have to figure out what it is. So we'll just keep them in suspense, watching.
Well, there was a TV show. Oh man, what the hell was the name of it? Me and Donna watched like the first couple episodes, and we just kind of forgot about it. And it was good. It was basically this woman. I forget the actress's name, but she's been in a lot of movies. And she's having a party, and she leaves the party, and she gets killed, and then it just repeats itself.
Russiandoll.
Oh, that's on
Russiandoll. That's it. Russiandoll.
I started watching that.
Yeah.
I think I watched about 3 episodes.
That's what I. Yeah.
I was getting confused because the same shit kept happening, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got to get back to that. I thought it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so too, and I kind of forgot about it.
Me too. The same thing here. So you just reminded me.
But it was good. Yeah,
Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, there's about three or four episodes or 3 or 4 seasons, I think.
Is there that many of it? Wow.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's definitely.
I think when I watched it, there was one. So.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes, and it was good, but I was like, wait a minute, is the same shit happening? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah. But that could be, if I don't know if I remember the episode totally, but that could be something where you have this recurring dream, and the choice you make is where you go, almost like a video game. You go where your choice goes, and if you keep making the same choice, you end up in the same. Oh shit, I'm here again. You know what I mean? And you just start over again. Yeah. So it's something like that, right? I mean, from what I gather. But
it's sort of the premise of the show. She's trying to figure out why does she keep on doing the same thing over, and she's trying to stop it and see what happens.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely it's definitely pretty twisted. It's interesting. Mike D.
You're I'm off my list now. This is improvision. And
improvising, you mean we're now coming improvision.
This is improvision. I'm improvising.
It ain't HBO, it's improvision.
Improvision.
I'm improvising. And improvision. We're going to have the adventures of Rubik's Cube. But only he's going to be a murderous Rubik's Cube, and you got to solve the puzzle to get him to stop murdering.
Yeah. That would probably be a movie. Wasn't that Hellraiser or something like that?
Actually, it might have been. Yeah, right.
Oh, man. All right. So,
does anybody remember that, though, besides me?
What, Hellraiser?
That Adventures of Rubik's Cube?
No, is that real? I think you were making
it was a TV show back, I'm going to say back in the early 80s.
Wait. It wasn't even a cartoon? It was a TV show?
It was a cartoon. No, it was a cartoon.
Okay, I was going to say.
And they had the kids, and they had this Rubik's Cube, and he was sort of like this, like, I don't know, like supreme being thing, and he could do magic. But something always happened where he got like scrambled up, and and he couldn't do anything when he got scrambled. So
Jesus, we got a great movie here, guys. We're going to the Rubik's Cube knows all, but he gets scrambled. pretty fucking. These guys are pretty funny tonight. I'm gonna go with Sons of Anarchy. Great TV show. Could be an awesome movie. Yeah, man, I love that show. Really good.
Great.
The characters were so good in that, and I think it's what it is with a lot of these. TV series are bigger than movies now, and they're better than movies right now. It seems like everybody's more interested in the TV series than the movies, and it's crazy that it's so character driven. Most of these shows that we're talking about, and like the character Clay, Jax, the whole group of guys. I mean, it's really good. It's really, really good. And would you like to see a Sons of Anarchy movie there, Damon?
Yeah, I'd like to see like a prequel of it. Really,
right?
Weren't they talking about doing that, or maybe doing?
They were. I don't know what happened to it,
but
I
don't know what happened to it, but
they were. I did watch. I'm waiting for it to come back on the Mayans, and the Mayans were good. It was real good.
Yeah.
So it was good.
I haven't watched it.
I only saw the first season of Sons.
That's it. Oh my god,
man, it was good.
I was watching it, and then I got kind of drug into something else, and I never got back to it. But it's on Netflix, and that's the problem, man. Because you can watch anything, like anytime when it's there. It's like, and it's so for me, it's so easy to get like off track of watching something because it's there all the time. You don't have to. Oh man, it's Thursday night. This is when my shows come on.
Right.
Yeah, I started watching that this season. I started watching while it was still on, but it was like on its last season.
Oh wow!
So I binge watched everything, and then I finally got caught up, and I watched the real last season in real
really
time.
Good, man. Really, 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 really good. What you got, Damo?
I have Alf.
You're picking the craziest ones tonight. Fucking you, Dame. You're out there tonight. I love it.
Alf, but it's not a puppet. It's could be like some CGI thing, some more real life thing.
There was a movie.
Remember, he eats cats and everything.
Yes,
he does eat cats. Yeah.
I'm trying. What was his? He had a name. I can't remember his name.
He was from Melmac.
Artificial. It was probably artificial.
No.
Right?
Yeah, Gordon something. Gordon Shumway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, that was Alf's name. His
Gordon Shumway.
Wow.
Yeah, he was from the planet Melmac.
Well, what was the deal? It was the guy. He was the puppet guy, right? Is that what the deal was with Alf? I don't remember. He wasn't really supposed to be an alien, was he?
No, Alf was an alien. He landed.
He
landed on a planet, and this family took him in, and he was trying to get back to his home planet of Melmac, and he's chased their cat because that's what they eat on their planet. And they used to play baseball with fish. Instead of throwing baseballs, they throw fish. It was weird.
Wow.
I remember
they
I
had
had
a
the baseball
cartoon,
cards.
I think, didn't they?
I think
back in the day.
Yeah.
I think there was.
But I want a live action Alf movie.
Wow. It could happen. Dame, yeah, you're really coming out of a different area tonight. It's great. I didn't expect none of them. For my next pick, I don't think either one of you guys watches yet. Handmaid's Tale. No. Great series. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know you're talking about it.
It's so like it could happen. Well, I don't know if it could happen, but it looks like it could happen. It's just about these people who got their own religion, and they I don't know, they take over a part of, I think, America. If I didn't even get this right, even though I watched the whole thing, and they're not having enough babies, so they pretty much just take these women. And they have them go through like the ceremony thing, and they're a handmaid, but they have to have a baby with the master guy. It's fucking weird, but it's like manipulation. It's crazy. And then if you could escape to Canada, you could get away. I mean, there's way more to it than that. But it's really.
This
really
sounds
good.
like Epstein Island, the movie.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like it's like the women are kind of bred to get pregnant and give babies, you know what I mean, for
that's it.
The leaders of it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's a really good show though. And the girl, I forget the girl's name, but she's a real good actor, and she's in a couple things, but she's really, really good in that. So that's definitely worth checking out. Damo, you got anything?
Yeah, I have two more. I Dream of Jeannie.
Crazy list. I think
I don't
are
know.
you fucking with me at this point?
No, I'm serious. I think the TV
I mean, it
shows
could
from
be
that time
done.
period.
It could be done.
Yeah, I think shows from that time period
Yeah.
resonated better, I think, as
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
Like even like Bewitched or something like that was
well,
kind of cool.
that was my last choice.
Ah,
I
sorry.
think. And I
Yeah,
think
that was gonna
could have
be my-
been. I think
And
that could have been a
first
movie. I think that might have been.
It was a movie. You know what? Dude? I didn't
Wasn't
watch it. It was a movie. Will Ferrell
What?
was in it.
And what's her name?
I don't remember the girl.
Nicole Kidman, maybe.
Yeah, probably. That
Yeah,
would work.
okay.
So probably, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, but I Dream of Jeannie. I thought could be a movie. Why not?
Okay. So I want to throw a couple out here since you guys kind of faded off here. And you tell me if you think it'll be a good movie or not. Friends.
I never watched an episode. I have no
Really?
idea.
Not one episode?
Nah.
Wow.
I watched the first season. I just tailed off. I got to the like I was done with it after that. Like couldn't do it.
Wow. How about The Tudors? Anybody ever watch that?
Don't even know what that is.
About Henry VIII. I was real good too. It was another good series. Billions. Anybody watch that?
I think I saw
that's good, though.
some of the first season. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good series. Nurse Jackie.
No.
I saw some of that. I don't know if I'd watch a movie of it. I don't know.
The Wire.
Never saw The Wire.
I'd love to watch that. I got to get into that. Everybody says it's probably like the best series of all time. I feel like I need to sit there and watch
I would
that.
rewatch that. I would rewatch it.
I got one that just came to me because you're riffing off a bunch of like newer TV shows. There was a show on HBO. It lasted 2 seasons, and I thought it was fucking great. And I wished it would make a movie and to just kind of close it out. It was called Hung. Do you remember that show?
Oh, it was hilarious. Yes.
It was fucking funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it was basically this guy. He's a school teacher's guy. He's always broke. He's got 2 kids. And he befriends this woman who becomes his pimp. And
Yes.
that's how he makes some extra money.
He's a
And
gigolo.
it was so good, man. It was really good.
I thought it was good. And what was the guy's name? The guy who played in one of the Punishers.
Right. God.
I want to say Tom something, but
Tom's something. Yeah.
Thomas something. Thomas J something maybe or something like that. What I would love to see as a movie, and I thought was probably the greatest series finale of any TV show I've seen, 6 Feet Under.
Yeah, it was great.
That last episode, it tied. It's one of the first movies or TV series that tied every main character.
Because you know what happened.
Showed you what happened. It showed you what happens.
So where do you go with the movie then?
Well, I'm just saying they could do a rethink of the movie, but it shows you where the characters, where they go. It showed you how each one of them passed away. All the main characters. Like it would come up with something would happen and become like it was probably the best.
I saw that, yeah.
It was the best series finale I ever seen. There was no, oh, what about this? What about that? It was, the problem with a lot of movies now. And I watched this movie, Baby Ruby or something like that the other day. And like, it's the whole slow burn of waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to happen. And then it just ends. And you're like, then I got to go to YouTube and try and figure out if anybody figured out what the hell it meant, because I had no clue.
That's exactly what Groundhog Day would be.
It's like, well, it's like, even like, like you could take The Wrestler, great movie. My opinion, he dies in the ring, but does he? I don't know. It don't tell you.
But you know what though? I kind of like endings like that in a certain way.
It was cool when it happened once. Now it's like 1,000.
Everything doesn't like have like, you leave the movie theater and you're sitting there talking, did he die? I don't know. And it gives you something to talk about after that.
Right.
And you can make your own interpretation of it or whatever, But, and sometimes it's just like, okay, the movie ends, he dies, and it's like, okay, it was a good movie, and there's really nothing to talk about.
Right.
What about like the one movie that really was pretty good, and then the ending I was like, was the M. Light Shonama, that guy. The movie with the forest and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, it started off so good. Yeah, The Village.
No,
not
the Village. Not The Village. You got to look up the series.
It was making people commit suicide.
Like it was the environment, and you're like, oh, it's the trees, it's the environment. People shook up the environment somehow.
I think I saw this.
Marky Wahlberg was in it. Mark Wahlberg was in it, and it was really good. And then it was just like, what? You know? The Happening.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the storyline was really good, and then when it goes to what happened, you're like, ah. But now, on the other end, I just watched Knock on the Cabin. Great, and that was M. Night Shyamalan, and that just came out.
That's the new one, right? That just came out
with Batista in it. Yeah,
okay, yeah, you
really
were telling
good
me about that one.
Really, really good.
You know what? And in defense of M. Night, though, I think everybody wanted a surprise ending with every one of his films since The Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like he can't do it every film. He really can't.
I never seen Lady in the Water. I never seen that.
I did see that, and I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember it. I did like Glass. I did like Split.
I have to watch them.
You know, I did like what was that series? Unbreakable. I liked all that. That was all
Devil.
good.
Did he do that one? Devil.
I think he did with the was that the one with the elevator?
Elevator.
Yeah, I think it might have been him. That was pretty good.
Fucking creepy.
Yeah, yeah. But like, okay, so, and then like, you know, some stuff that they did make series of. I didn't finish it yet, but the Chucky series actually isn't bad. It's pretty decent.
Yeah,
because it goes deeper into the character of the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you see a lot of his background and I guess maybe why. And I didn't get, I only got 2 seasons in. So, so like that, or a season and a half. So that, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I heard that they're coming out with a Friday the 13th series. And
I don't remember.
No,
they did that.
Yeah, they're coming out with like a new one. That's, I don't know if it's about the lake, the Crystal Lake itself. It's called Crystal Lake, I think. And they're coming out with that. And I don't know if that's going to be Peacock or one of those is putting it out. And they're saying that's supposed to be pretty cool.
Do you remember the series from back in the
I kind of do. They're like little mystery series, right? Sort of.
I don't think it was really like Jason. I think they were like different weird
little horror
and stuff like that.
Right?
I could be totally
It was just
wrong,
the name.
But
it was like this antique shop, and somebody like cursed everything. Somebody sold all, like, most of the antiques, and when he sold them, he cursed them all. So now these 2 people, every episode, they had to go find the cursed items and bring them back to the shop.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
It was good.
Well, then, if you're going to do that, how about like a Saturday the 14th series, man?
You remember that?
I used to love that movie.
I haven't seen that.
No. That was I can't.
It wasn't Leslie Nielsen.
Was it? I don't think it was Leslie Nielsen. I don't remember. There was only one that vampire guy. Like, he was in everything. I can't even think of his name. He was the father in The Hangover.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but he's like a bit actor, but he was in so much shit. Like, I think he got like bigger later in life after he did The Hangover.
Richard Benjamin, that guy.
Maybe he's sort of bald. He's got the crown.
Oh, you're talking about Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he looked like that forever. Yeah, he always played some weird.
And I thought he was old back then. Like, I thought he was like in his 60s or 70s back then.
Yeah, Jeffrey Tambor. Yeah, don't he pop up on that Curb Your Enthusiasm? Did he pop up on that for some reason? I think he did.
Probably.
I don't know.
He died, didn't he? Didn't he? Oh, he's still alive.
Did he?
No, yeah, he's like one of the biggest character actors ever. That guy.
Yeah,
he's in like everything.
Distinctive look too. Very distinctive look.
Nobody knows his name.
yeah.
Except for Bert.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up.
Okay. You cheated.
Yeah. Jeffrey Tambor. Yeah, he was in a ton of stuff. How about that? Yeah. What if they made Curb Your Enthusiasm into a movie? I don't know. I don't know if it would work. I liked it broken down too.
Yeah.
Because I agree. I would.
I can't wait for that next season coming out.
How great was that last season? It was great. It was great.
They're all great. They're all great.
My Curb Your Enthusiasm, it would be him. It would be Larry David in a movie theater watching a movie, the whole movie, and just getting in different fights with people. That would be the whole movie.
Right. That would probably
watch him watching a movie.
Right, a made-up movie. In fact, so you have a movie with a movie in it that we're also watching as Larry David's getting pissed off.
Kind of like the John
I think that's a
Malkovich
whole new
movie, but Larry David.
Right. Sort of.
There are some movies that did become TV shows that actually were pretty good. Fargo, that series was pretty good.
Yes, I got to get back. I watched maybe the first 3 seasons of that.
That
was pretty good. They put out I'm looking at this list. They put out a Dirty Dancing series. I don't remember that.
No,
I don't remember that at all. Yeah,
episode 3: How to Get Baby Out of the Corner.
Yeah. Teen Wolf they put out as a TV series.
Yes, I remember
that's actually pretty big.
It's new, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, newer.
There was an old
us.
one, I thought. No,
it was like, I think it's actually, is it more? It's more like serious, right?
Yeah, they aired on MTV.
I could have sworn there was an old one. No,
there
was a cartoon, maybe.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I thought there was an old. I want to say in like the 90s or something, but I could be wrong.
Let me see if anything else here. I'd never seen. You guys ever seen Deadwood? I heard that was really good. That series.
Oh, it was fucking awesome.
You seen that? Yeah.
Yeah. And they ended
that was
a movie.
Was that a Western?
Yeah.
They ended Deadwood with a movie?
Man.
Yeah.
Dane? They did. What was the movie called? Was it Deadwood or
Deadwood? But it's something. I don't know.
So,
yeah, because there was 2 or maybe 3 seasons, and they stopped it, and people were grumbling, and 8 years later, whatever, they finally came out with the movie to kind of end everything. But yeah, dude, it's a real gritty Western, really good.
Huh? Yeah,
I like Westerns, but I don't think you have to be into that genre to.
Do you have to watch the series first before you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
What about something like Zapped? Like, I would watch a series like that. Remember that?
I like Zapped. I was a fan of
Scott Baio.
Yeah.
You remember that, Damien?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that would be pretty cool. He's got these superpowers, and he's got to keep them undercover and stuff like that. And he's going to high school, and you could do a whole series on that.
Yeah.
Right.
That'll go over well.
All right, guys. Look, you don't have to rip the girl's clothes off these days. You could do other things with his powers. Can't do that stuff anymore.
All right, guys. That being said, mixtapes and tasty cakes. See you next week.